What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. We've been making a lot of videos. I have been making a lot of videos about Bitcoin Cash because it's exciting right now, man. And it's the coin that I'm probably one of the most coins that I'm excited about. Maybe not the most excited, but if I had to say like what coin has me excited the most, no disrespect to the Dragon Clan, but probably Mana or Blue Zell, probably, or Compound. That's, those ones have me. There's a couple others that I don't know. Like Jesus kind of is exciting in a certain way, but I'm not banking on it, man. I'm really not banking on it. But it's fun sometimes to put your money in the unknowns. Anyways, this is a video about Bitcoin Cash, you guys. I'm not trying to shill other projects. I'm trying to talk about what's going on with the price right now. And what I think's happening is, we're up about 3.5% today, right? 3.58, you can see it there. 217.53 is the read as I'm making this video, and we can see on the daily that we are doing, in fact, what I was terrified of yesterday whenever I was saying that if we close above this day here, which is at about 17.27, we are there now, about 50 cents above that. If we close there, this would really look like a bounce off of this trend line and a confirmed higher high, and then all we'd have to do really is just not give it up from there. But you can see here we broke out of this trend that we've been in to the downside for quite some time. Broke out of it, not just that, but we stayed above it, and not just that, we actually bounced off of it to the upside, and potentially now are forming a day where we close higher. We haven't done that yet. It is important. It is very important, you guys, to get daily closes. This could be a double top of sorts. It might not be that obvious, but if we're looking at the 4 hour here, you can see it here, kind of more of a double top look in my opinion, right? It's like a failed W almost. It's kind of a weird topping formation. I don't know. It's not a mega, I don't know what to call that, man. But anyways, back to the daily real quick. Looking at the RSI, we also do have, higher highs. We would have higher highs in price while having lower highs in the RSI, but I wouldn't be so convinced that this would be bearish divergence yet. Just because if we move up a little bit higher, like higher than this high here, then that bearish divergence would be nullified. We'd be in the overbought zone, and then it's really game on. And yes, I have been talking upside this whole video, but that does not mean that I'm bullish yet, guys. I'm just laying this out because this is what I'm worried about. This is what keeps me up at night, and I definitely want to see this thing come down. I don't want to see it go up, more. Keep coming down, go down. Like, I feel like it'll listen if I ask it, please, to just drop. No. Anyways, that's not how it works, guys. That's really not how it works. So, looking at this thing here. On the 4 hour, we do have a higher high on the 4 hour with a lower high in the RSI. This is a high here, a lower high, and another lower high. That's double bearish divergence. You have a high here on a closing basis. Yes, this high is the highest, and these are lower highs, but on a closing basis, this body here is the lowest of the three. It just gets higher from there. And on the RSI, you actually have 1, 2, 3 lower highs in the prospect of it all. This also kind of rejected the overbought zone, this area here, and that in itself is kind of bearish too. Looking like we're going to break below the 60 here, the bullish area of control. We only have 7 minutes to go. Man, it just keeps going down. It's really not that low. It's dropped since the beginning of this video. It's dropped like 30 cents. not even 30 cents, or maybe it's like 33 cents actually. I do think that it goes lower. I think that this 4 hour is starting to show its true colors. A close like this in 6 minutes 53 seconds would be big shit, I think. But really, the big deal to watch out for is if we do close above this day here. That would start to look a little bit more bullish. I'm not going to buy at that point in time, but I probably will move my buy orders up. Maybe I'll leave my 145 one alone, but I don't know. What I would expect if we got a day to close above this, and we got another day which confirmed above this, right? I would think that we are going to go higher than this high here. We're going to form new highs, probably make a move somewhere up to the 243 to 264 area, somewhere there. This is an area before where it was kind of like right in the middle of this overall range, kind of at the middle of this range even here. Let's see, yeah, like right there. Previous area of resistance. This area at the 1618 was also a previous area of resistance and a previous area of support. So somewhere in that zone would make sense to me. We are actually, on top of that, man, I didn't even see this, but from top to bottom, you are finding support on your 618 as well, which is definitely encouraging. And if you can get above the 786, man, it all comes in line with each other. Isn't it crazy? looking at this from just a fib perspective, if you were to close above the 786, just from the fib perspective, take everything else out of context, act like this is a brand new video, just from the Fibonacci retracement tools perspective, breaking above the 618 like this, coming back down to find support on it, and then closing above the 786 after finding resistance on it, that would leave you open to, stair-stepping up more. Maybe you come up to the 100 and then you come down and find support on the 886 and then you move up, but I would say there is, let's see, you've got 1 attempt and then 2 attempts. There is a chance that we don't see these extensions, but with this fib, man, it does look a little bit more bullish than I was thinking it did at the beginning of this video. Then I thought in a while, it does look a little bit more bullish, not going to lie. And that really would imply that we would see something in this extension area somewhere up here. That would be the target to look for, at least 243, if not potentially higher. Bouncing, finding support on the 618 is a big deal. It definitely is. So that's why this day is so important. That's really why this day is so important, because we haven't had a confirmed close yet. We don't know where we're going to be in price. We have 4 hours and 4 minutes left. If we can close below this, if we can also close at some point below the 618 again, if we get a day, if today was to totally reverse, we're only up 3.66%. That's just 1% an hour, not even to the downside. If we can move down and close this day red and get below the 618 especially, all this bullishness, this bounce off the 618 stuff, it goes away. So and then that same stuff that I was saying earlier, where it's like a double top in the beginning, and that would more come into play. It would look like we had failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt, and what we're really getting ready for ultimately would be then lower prices that take us below this low here. And that is what I'm expecting so far. My position hasn't changed. We're this close to changing the way that I think about price right now for Bitcoin Cash, but it hasn't done it yet. And I've been quick to pull the trigger in the past, and it generally gets me screwed over. So I'm not looking to do that here. If we were to close here, right, you're at an area of previous support. You could be confirming it as resistance and turn around and reject it here. So until we get confirmation one way or another, I'm not bragging that we're going lower. I'm definitely not buying in anticipation that we're going higher. I'm waiting patiently, sitting on my hands, trying to be as emotionless as possible in this. But it's definitely interesting to watch, guys. It's been, like I said in yesterday's video, it's been very small percentage days, but overall for this price range, this is some big shit going on right now. So out of all of these little pumps, this is the one that has me the most on my seat. Not this one, not the 18% one. It was this one. And even still, all we have is just lower highs. That's it. So until that gets taken out, until we close above this high here, until we get above this high, I'm not 100% convinced that we're done going down. Though again, looking for today's close, man, I would really, I don't care if it closes red. It doesn't need to. That'd be nice if we can close below that 618. That would be really encouraging for the bear side for sure. Closing below this 618 would be. But as long as we don't close above the 786, above this area that we had a high already, that would be okay with me, man. That would definitely be okay with me. I don't have anything else to say other than that. We're going to make a video probably about 4 hours after the day closes, so I'll see you guys in 8 hours. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.